Hey, it's Oliver with echtzeit3D. A while ago I made this demo here, which is a 3D object that when you interact with it, triggers an animation in 3D, but also it sends an event to your website that you can listen to in JavaScript and then do stuff with it, control classes or whatever you want in JavaScript. And let's jump over to CodePen and I'll want to show you how you can put this thing on a website. Okay, let's add a div with the ID easy-viewer, and you can style it in any way you like. I just made this little thing, which is a fixed position on the top right. And I'm going to add this script tag here, and you can grab this from this CodePen. And as soon as this loads, you can see that our viewer now has 3D in it. And when we rotate, it's already triggering the animation. But how do we know how this controls our website? Let's bring up some documentation. So simply add another div, and the ID is easy-doc. As soon as you do that and it reloads, you get this little text here, and it comes with a JavaScript snippet that we just copy and paste in here. When you now rotate, not much is happening, but open up the console here and keep rotating. And if you watch the console, you'll see that it's actually logging messages while we rotate. These messages actually show us the payload that comes with the event that is triggered from this object. And we can listen to this event and pick up that payload and use it to control stuff. So let's look into the JavaScript. It's really simple. The most interesting part is this function here, which is our callback or trigger callback, which is the function that runs whenever we receive our event from the 3D object. And the event is called easy-trigger, which is this one. And in here you can see console info trigger and then event.detail. Event.detail, that's the payload that comes from the event, which is just an integer. The zero-based integer, so it's 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2. And now I can use that and control my content with it. So let me just jump ahead and put some content in here to show you what happens when we switch classes based on this event. And this is what it looks like. This is the final CodePen. You can see I rotate, and down here my content changes depending on where I am in the rotation in 3D. Not much has changed compared to the original JavaScript snippets. When you look here, it's not much more code, but essentially we do some work in the trigger callback function, and all that work is basically checking if a class exists that has this integer, and if yes, then this element with that class will actually get another class called show, and all other elements will have this class removed. And that way we simply trigger our content visibility.